Patricia, you've got your finger on the pulse of Congress, and Congress is about, right now, the historic low in unpopularity.
Yes.
I mean, single digits, high single digits, to be fair, but John McCain famously joked they're down to blood relatives and paid staffers at this point, which doesn't seem far wrong. How nervous are people in Congress right now, particularly Republicans in Congress, looking at their unpopularity, looking at an economy that's improving a little bit, but maybe seeing themselves as, you know, this wave that swept the country in 2010, which is a historic landslide election for Republicans, no question.
Yes.
A lot of the concerns that, you know, maybe we're on fast forward and that wave is about to kick back fast.
Yeah, well, members of Congress are worried, and I would say that the approval rating of Congress within Congress is about 12%. They sort of hate who they've become, but they feel powerless to do it. They are totally self-hating, and for very good reason. It's almost refreshing to know that they hate themselves. But I think what we see within the presidential race is very much what we see in Congress among Republicans. There is the same family feud going on the Hill as there is within the Republican Party, and where we see these two or maybe three camps of Republicans in the presidential race, the exact same thing is happening on the Hill with Republicans. And so you have a House Republican caucus in charge but unable to lead. You have John Boehner, who is a very, very conservative man, but also business-oriented and has been there a long time and is, I think, has respect for process and deal making that a lot of the freshmen don't have. You see those same dynamics happening. So even some of the House Republican freshmen say, maybe we should lose, maybe we should look at ourselves and say what's wrong. But they don't think that they don't think they're the problem. They think that the other half of the party is the problem. The half of the party that is willing to negotiate and is willing to make a deal and is willing to do things like vote for the debt ceiling. So there is worry in Congress, but they don't agree what they're worried about. So, and I think the results have spoken for themselves. The one, I think, piece of evidence that Republicans say, well, we have to at least do something, just make it in, is the recent vote on the payroll tax cut, where Republicans said, that's fine, just do it.
Just walk away.
Just walk away. How did we let ourselves get tied into a pretzel and have Barack Obama become the champion of the middle-class tax cut while we have accidentally found ourselves opposing a tax cut? How did that even happen? And it's because they are chasing their tail. And there really is no leadership, because John Boehner is a leader, but he doesn't have people willing to follow him right now. And so that there is a crisis within the Republican Party and therefore within Congress.
Yeah, he's
and
dodging.
Democrats are just watching the whole thing, having a little quiet clapping show inside. They're like, hey, just keep doing it. You know, they think that they could potentially win the House back. I don't agree, because the numbers just don't really work for them this cycle. But it is a cycle that Democrats started in group therapy, and now they are actually able to smile amongst themselves and be like, all right, it's all right. You know,
now they're leading the session, which
yes,
feels good.
exactly.
Right, yeah.
So it's, I mean, it's just an incredible place to cover because it's so dysfunctional.